We were talking about meditation and hypnosis before my phone died. Give me 1 second and then. So one thing that I highly recommend doing is at least once a day, put yourself into a relaxed state and affirm what you want, but from this deeper state of mind. So take a few deep breaths, just 3 deep breaths, count down from 20 to 1 so count down from 20 to 1 to relax your mind. And then from that deeper state of consciousness, start to affirm what it is you want. So, I am totally, and affirm it in the present tense. When you do affirmations, do them in the present tense. I'm healthy, I am well, I am feeling good, I'm feeling better than before. And so your subconscious will essentially see that happening now. You're not putting your good into someplace out in the future. And a bunch of people ask questions. For those of you who are just jumping back in or who are new here, we were discussing the law of attraction, meditation, hypnosis, but unfortunately my phone died, so I missed. There was a bunch of people who had questions, and I was going to go through and answer them all one by one. So if you have any questions, feel free to submit them again, and I will get back to answering them. If not, I'll just start talking about, whatever subject you all like or something that comes up. So and then do you all have a daily meditation practice? One thing I was going to recommend before my phone died is to develop a morning ritual. When you first get up every day, how do you start your day? I like to prepave my day. How do you get over someone? I'll give you something good to do in 1 second for that. I like to prepave my day by putting myself into a really good state. If you go on YouTube, you can type in Tony Robbins morning ritual. I actually do his morning ritual every morning. So there's a video where it's him walking you through what he does every morning with himself. It's some movement, some gratitude, exercises, some visualization for what it is you want, but it puts you into a really high state of consciousness. And more importantly, it conditions yourself for success so that you're putting yourself every day in a good state. And if that's your foundation that you spring forth from, your day is going to be much smoother than if you just wake up and start reacting to life. So I highly recommend it. Now somebody asked, how do you get over someone? Okay, so there's a few ways that you can do this. One, you could think about all the reasons did you break up with this person or did the person break up with you? If the person broke up with you, then you could think about, if you broke up with the person, just think about all the reasons that person sucks, that you don't like that person, that you don't want to speak to that person again. And write those out and then just review them every day. And you'll start impressing this new idea. So you have this old idea that this person is great, and you'll start impressing this new idea into your subconscious about why that person sucks and you shouldn't spend time with him or her. That's one. Two, start to spend time around new people. So the easiest way to get over somebody is to meet somebody new. So that's the second way. Third way is you can put yourself in a relaxed state. So I did this for a friend of mine. You were talking about how you can effectively manifest rather than using words. Oh, okay. I'll get into that in 1 second. So here's an exercise I used for a friend of mine. She was engaged and I have permission to share this story. She was engaged for a number of years. It was like, let's say her and her fiance had been together for 3 years and they were about to get married. And one day she comes home and he's just packing everything. He's like, hey, I decided, just out of the blue, he's like, I decided I'd rather be single. I'm going to move next week. Like, I'm out of here. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, they're set to be married that summer. And he's like, no. I've been thinking about it. I just decided, like, you know what? I need to change. And so he moves. And she's in shock. She's totally distraught. Like, how can this guy I spent the last 3 years with, or almost 4 years, just up and leave me like this? And she can't move on. She contacts him. And he's like, look, I decided, this is what I decided. I guess the guy had some kind of mental crisis. He's like, this is what I decided. I've moved on. You should too. And so she's, had tried all this stuff. She calls me one day. She's like, Tony, I can't move on from this guy. What do I do? And so I'm going to give you the exercise I gave her. So I told her, I said, look, do you really want to get over this guy? Like, do you want to be done with him? I said, because when we do this exercise, there's no going back. And she's like, yeah, I don't care. I want whatever it is. Like, he's so happy and I'm miserable every day. So, hi Farah, I tried to go live with you. Yeah, I never received any notification or anything that you were trying to go live. So I don't know. So let me know. I don't know how I keep missing this. So, okay. So Farah, if you can go live with me, let me know. So I am here for you. So basically, what you need to do is sometimes you need to shift things at a subconscious level. She had this subconscious idea, my friend did, of her fiance being great. So I relaxed her. I had her take a few deep breaths to relax. I counted down from 20 to 1 in a slow, rhythmic, soothing voice. So that she'd be at a deeper state of consciousness. And then I brought to mind her fiance. And she saw him, I said, see him all bright and happy. And he's bright and happy. And I said, now make that image dark and make it darker and make it darker. And I said, now instead of his nose, make a clown nose. And I said, instead of his hair, make clown hair. And instead of his teeth being nice, I said, make his teeth ugly. And I said, instead of his breath smelling good, make it smell disgusting. And I changed everything that she liked about him that she said was so great beforehand. I made it horrible to her subconscious mind. And I said, now see him talking to you and it's so disgusting that you're totally disgusted by him. You wouldn't even want to be around a person like this. And I spent like 2 or 3 minutes doing this with her. And then I had her come out and I said, how was that? She's like, oh, I can't stand him. I would never want to talk to him again. I would never want to be around a person like that. And then she told me that was the first night in I don't know how many months that she had slept well. And so in like fashion, regress yourself, for lack of a better word, or I would rather relax yourself, take a few deep breaths, count down from 20 to 1, see your ex in front of you, and then everything that was positive about that person, make it ugly and make it negative, and then you'll be totally over that person. Hey, Tony, I love your content. You were one of the first people to hook me on this app. Oh, awesome. All right, thank you. It's interesting how many people I've reached with this app, and I never knew it, and so I'm super grateful. Thank you for writing me that. I'm going to screenshot it because it makes me feel good. Now, let us see. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm here for you guys. You were talking about how you can more effectively manifest rather than using words. Yes. What I was talking about is I would recommend doing your affirmations at a deeper level of mind, meaning relax yourself. Take a few deep breaths. Relax your body, that relaxes your body, and also go through and relax your body. Count down from 20 to 1 or 10 to 1 in a slow rhythmic voice, like 10, 9, like that, and take longer to do it. And then by the time you get to 1, you'll be totally relaxed, and then do your affirmations from there. Because what that's going to do is your subconscious will be open and more receptive. Your conscious, the bridge between your conscious and subconscious will be closed, so to speak, and then you can put into your subconscious whatever it is that you want once you open it up by doing that. So, and then Jose Silva, the founder of the Silva method, said doing it that way, doing your affirmations that way, is hundreds of times more powerful than doing them in your normal state of consciousness. Farrah, let me know what I'm doing wrong, by the way, because I want to go live with you. So let me click on what do I do? I click on your beautiful picture, nothing happens, so let me know. I wonder if I'm admin settings. Give me 1 second. No, I don't know. So tell us more about yourself. Thank you. You're awesome too. Awesome. You solved my problem without even asking. Great. I'm here for you guys. Tell me more about yourself. I'm an open book, so you can ask me whatever it is that you'd like to know. I'm a guy, so Ty Lopez once said something great. So he's the guy that, I'm here in my garage guy. And he said something great. He said, your mess is your message. So I was a guy who came from this really messed up background that started studying all this stuff because I wanted to make my life better. And then I just started sharing it with people because it worked for me and it seemed to work for them. And then from there, I just wanted to do more and more. What app is this? I'm interested. Well, what do you mean? The thing to take you into deeper levels of mind? Do you do this full time? Pretty much. I study, I coach people, and that's about it. And then I make these videos. So, and then I go do crazy stuff in my free time. And then you are gifted. Thank you. As are you. Within all of us, like some of you are walking around and you're thinking, I can't make a difference, or I'm not good enough, I'm not XYZ, and it's like total nonsense. Within you is, if you believe in God, what is God? God is all-knowing, all-powerful, everywhere present. So that means right where you are, the 18 people that are on this live, there is the infinite power and potential and wisdom of God. So most of you are going through your day saying like, oh, it's just little old me, but if you really saw yourself or like knew who you were and what you were capable of, it would shock you and astound you. And so when people come to me for coaching and stuff like that, that's how I see them. I see them as like this infinite potential, and it's just my job to get whatever BS, belief systems are in the way that are blocking them from expressing that innate potential. One good affirmation, by the way, for you to do is, I am a genius and I apply my wisdom. Thank you for the fire. Again, I am a genius and I apply my wisdom. That affirmation was given from Paul Bragg to John Martini. Paul Bragg is the guy, the apple cider vinegar guy. He gave it to John Martini. John Martini he's a famous speaker now. He was in The Secret, and he was told that he had a learning disability and all this other stuff. And Paul Bragg was like, no, the infinite potential of God, of the universe is within you. I start to affirm this. And then John Martini became Dr. John D. Martini. And, he's worth, I don't know how many millions and millions of dollars now. And he's a huge success. So I need you as my coach. I am happy to help you in any way, shape, or form that you need, Farah. So hi. Hello, Courtney. Good to see you. Thank you. You're welcome. And by the way, if you don't follow me, please do. I post this type of content pretty much every day. I want to help you. I want to see you succeed. I want to watch you grow. You have within you, like I said it before, so much good. If you were starting to apply, by the way, if you want to apply a good affirmation, I made a video about this the other day. It's from William Walker Atkinson's excellent book, Thought Vibration, The Law of Attraction in the Thought World. So this is it. Thought Vibration, The Law of Attraction in the Thought World. It's one of my favorite books. So he has a number of affirmations you should say to yourself. Basically, it's just 4 of them. The first one is, I am asserting the mastery of my real self. So again, I am asserting the mastery of my real self. Basically, within all of us, there's that inner self, that real self that's confident, that knows what to do, that's divinely powerful. So start to affirm that you're asserting that you're bringing that forth. Start to, let the king or queen take control of the throne, so to speak, and take control of that lesser self that's full of anxieties, panics, and worries. Also, start to affirm, I'm using my willpower. I am using my willpower. You have so much potential that if you were to bring it forth, it could radically change your life. So start to tell yourself, I'm using my willpower. This will get you into motion to get things done. A lot of you would do stuff if you just had the drive and determination and like a little bit more motivation to do it. So start to say that and it'll get you into motion. And then also, I can and I will. I can and I will. If you're going to begin on any undertaking, tell yourself, I can and I will. And that will get you, it'll develop a confidence mindset for you. And lastly, I am alive. Tell yourself, I'm alive. I'm alive. Start to become a dynamo of energy, so to speak. Too many people are walking around like zombies, and you don't want to be like them. I want you to be alive, happy, healthy, blooming, shining like the sun. So start to affirm those affirmations. I'm asserting the mastery of my real self. I can and I will. I am alive. And there was Jesus. I'm asserting the mastery of my real self. I can and I will. I am alive and I'm using my willpower. And then, hello from Greece. Hello, Greece. What is the best thing in life you have manifested? I've manifested so much cool stuff, from celebrities to money to amazing relationships to all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. It just depends on what area, you think is most important. What are the affirmations? I am a genius and I apply my wisdom now. So I am a genius and I apply my wisdom now. Hello from Greece. Hello, Greece. Show the book again. You can find it online for free. It's Thought Vibration, The Law of Attraction in the Thought World by William Walker Atkinson. He has a number of great books, but I love this book. It's only 60 pages or 70 pages. It's real short, but it's incredible. It's in my top 5 favorite books, and I've read hundreds of books on a variety of subjects. Thank you for the inspiration and encouragement. You're welcome. I want to inspire you. I want you to be your best and change your life. Can you be my best friend? Sure. That would be cool. That's what brought me awesome. So you want to take a screenshot? By all means. I would recommend getting this book. And then let me see where I put the other book. Give me 1 sec. So get this one. And then this is the other one. The Silva Mind Control Method. Learn to take control of your mind. Learn to impress your mind with thoughts of a positive nature and really transform things for you. So the Silva Mind Control Method is the other book. Love your material. Thank you. So, and hold upside down. Yes. Hello from Seattle, Washington. Hello. Affirmation for home. Let me know what you mean by that. And I'm glad you downloaded the book, by the way. He said, if you just practice the first affirmation, I am asserting the mastery of my real self. He said, you'll look back at your life in a year from now and you'll pity yourself for how you were, for who you were and how far you've come. And he said, things that which were once difficult will become easy for you, and you'll receive a new influx of thought energy. And those new thoughts are going to shift things for you through the law of vibration. So try it out. It works like magic. An affirmation for home. Let me know what you mean. Do you mean like, I would say my home is the center of divine operation. My home, anyone who enters my home is filled with the love of the divine. All who enter my home are filled with infinite love, stuff like that. So one, it works for you every time you enter your home. You're filled with infinite love. And two, anyone else who enters it will automatically feel good. And then let me know if you have any questions or anything you would like to discuss. By the way, you can all thank Farah for today's live session because I just signed on to talk to her. So I'm glad, some benefit is coming for everybody from this. That's cool. Hello. And then if you don't follow me, please do. And let me know if there's something you want me to discuss. If not, I'll pick a topic and I'll just start freestyling with it because I enjoy doing this. I wonder if you, by the way, Farah, if you can't connect me on live, because my account, I was talking about the benefits of something. I'm not going to say what it is in case I get banned again. And then TikTok flagged my account for 2 months. And then they recently told me that it's been removed. So I'm here again, which is great. So, all right. What would you all like to discuss? Do you have lucid dreams? So I don't know why this chair is so squeaky, but I don't, but you can program yourself to have them if that's what you want. So here's, by the way, a great tip if you want to really change your life. If you want to get like monumental fast results, do this. So before you go to sleep, when you're in bed and you're about to go to sleep, tell yourself, tonight I will have lucid dreams while I sleep. Tonight I will have lucid dreams while I sleep. I will be aware while I am dreaming. I will understand and remember my dreams. So essentially, you're going to give your subconscious this command to create this for you while you sleep, and watch what happens while you dream. I've given the same exercise for people who want to connect with a loved one that's passed on, that want to heal a relationship, whatever it is that you want. Your subconscious is infinitely powerful. The theory is that there's only one subconscious mind and we're all part of it. So when you give it an idea, it starts to create this. It's infinitely wise, infinitely intelligent, everywhere present, all powerful. And Neville Goddard, one of my favorite spiritual teachers, used to say, he said this is actually one of the secrets to life. He said, people think that the 2/3 that they're awake dictates the quality of the 1/3 that they're asleep. But he said, in reality, it's the opposite. He said, if you learn how to command your mind before you go to sleep, it'll shift things during that 2/3 and your life will so radically change, it'll be amazing for you. And he also said, never go to sleep in a negative state, because if you go to sleep feeling negative, that's what you're giving your subconscious to work on for the next 8 to 10 hours. So before you go to sleep, program it. Tell it, you're the commander, your subconscious is a servant. Say, subconscious mind, create better health for me as I sleep tonight and better health in my waking state. Or subconscious, make me totally healthy, happy, make my relationships great. Whatever it is, be firm with it. There's the barrier between your conscious mind and your subconscious. Get this idea and knock it through or knock it in. Also, the last 15 minutes before you go to sleep, your brain goes from beta, this awake state of consciousness, to alpha, which is the state of consciousness that takes place when you're under deep meditation. And then eventually you go to theta, which is when you're unconscious and dreaming. So during that last 15-minute window, the barrier between your conscious mind and your subconscious begins to open, so you can plant in there whatever it is that you want. So plant in there ideas of a positive nature. Don't go to sleep worrying about your problems. Tell yourself, if you have a problem, say, tonight while I sleep, I will have the solution to this problem. It will come to me in the form of a dream. I'll remember and understand this dream. And then you'll have the dream. And then either you'll have the dream or you'll wake up with a solution to whatever it is taking place, or it'll already be solved for you. For instance, I had some issues going on. I told myself what I just said. Tonight, I will go to sleep and have the solution to this problem. I will understand and remember my dreams. And I woke up and I didn't have any dreams about it. There wasn't a solution given to me. Like, I didn't have some inspiration when I woke up. But when I checked my phone, there was an email that had totally resolved the situation. So start to work. Life is inside out, not outside in. And so impress your subconscious with what it is you want and watch things shift for you. Manifesting healthy relationships. So I would, whatever relationship it is that you want to manifest, if it's coworkers, family, like coworkers, parents, whoever it is, you want to be a conscious creator. So grab a pen and paper and write out, let's say it's a relationship with a partner, right? My ideal, I don't know if you're a man or a woman. I can't tell from the, oh, well, your name's Carmen, so I'm assuming you're a woman. And if you're assuming, you're into men, but my ideal boyfriend or husband or whatever it is that you're looking for, list his or her qualities, what this person is like, how they behaved, where they are in relation to you, really be specific with it. And then every day I would read my list, see it and feel it, and you're putting out an energy and the universe has to match you up with somebody, somebody that matches up with it. Also, there's that part of your brain, your reticular activating system, that part of your brain that filters in all the information that comes to you moment by moment. And so when you show it this new healthy relationship, it's going to start looking for people that match up with what it is that you're showing it. For instance, if we start talking about BMWs, it's not important. If I just mention it for a moment, nobody will care. But if I spend the next 5 minutes, really talking about BMWs and how amazing they are and how much we love them and how great you would look in a BMW, when you go out on the street, you're going to start noticing them because your reticular activating system is going to say, oh, that's what's important to me now. So it's going to find ways to make that a reality for you. Also, the third thing is your subconscious mind, which controls your beliefs, your habits, your bodily functions, and it's where your memories reside. It doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's false. So if you start showing it these images of you in a happy relationship with this great partner, smiling, feeling great, it's going to say, oh, this is my reality now. Let me get to work and make it so, and then things will shift for you. I need help with losing weight. Any tips? Yes, type in Tony Namey, best shape of your life. Tony Namey, best shape of your life on YouTube. I have a hypnosis track will create a new self-image for you. We'll get clear on the right foods for you and what's not right for you. It's a fantastic hypnosis track. That's 1. 2, I start to visualize every day your ideal body. What you would like your ideal body to look like. 3, use what's called the Dickens process. I would write out, what is it costing me to be overweight? And I would spend 5 minutes or 10 minutes just really writing out everything that it's costing you to be overweight. This is going to associate massive amounts of pain for your subconscious to being overweight. And then I would shake myself off and write out, what is all the benefit or pleasure I'll feel by being at my ideal weight? And then spend 5 or 10 minutes writing that out, really feeling it, seeing it, feeling it, all the pleasure that you would feel. And this is going to rewire you subconsciously. Your subconscious wants to keep you safe. There's a reason it's been keeping you at the weight that you're at. And so it's going to flip things so that you'll be more inclined to work out, more inclined to eat right, more inclined to do whatever it is that you need to do to get the results that you want to get. So again, the hypnosis track, the visualization daily of your ideal body. I would even cut out a picture of your ideal body, put it up and see and imagine that you're walking around with that body now. It'll inspire you, it'll motivate you, and it'll shift your subconscious belief of yourself. And your subconscious, which doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's false, and it controls your bodily functions. So it's going to go to work to adjust your weight and metabolism for you. Will start to work to make that a reality. And then lastly, I would make affirmations such as, I'm feeling strong and alive at 125, or I feel strong and alive at 130, whatever the weight is, but some type of affirmation that rhymes that you can say to yourself that will get into your subconscious and motivate you to work out and to do those things that, you need to do to get to your ideal weight. But if you do all 4 of those, things will shift for you. And then in addition, obviously, adjust your diet. I like to do 80-20, 80% live foods, 20%, cooked foods. So, adjust your diet to whatever works best for you, so that if you put your body in a caloric deficit, you'll naturally, you'll have to lose weight. Yes, we can. Not cure on here or social media. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Is the simple version just believing in yourself? If you can believe in yourself, you can accomplish pretty much anything. Faith is the prerequisite, the key, so to speak, that unlocks everything. And if you can't believe in yourself, then believe in some higher power. And believe, that there is a power, a presence that's working everything together for your good. And as you have faith in it, you'll start to have faith in yourself. You'll develop that faith muscle. One thing that you can do is just believe that everything is working together for your good, that there's some power, some presence working everything on your behalf, because there is. You just need to tap into it and get into that vibratory tone, so to speak, of it. You should watch Superhuman, The Invisible Made Visible. I'll screenshot this and check it out. Cool. And then let me see if there's any comments or questions. By the way, I hope you're all enjoying this. Let me know if you are, and if there's anything in particular you want to ask me. By all means, ask away. There's nothing that's off limits, and there's no wrong questions. I still haven't found a boyfriend. No dates, nothing. I've been flirting as well. Okay, so same thing. I mentioned this earlier. Write out my ideal boyfriend or my ideal husband. List his qualities and see and feel as if you're with him now, and then watch who shows up. And then also, I would start to prepare. If I knew I was going to meet my ideal spouse, what would I start doing? Would I start exercising? Would I, make space in my place, for this person if they were to move in? Whatever it is, I would start doing this now, and that way you're ready for when the person does show up. And then 1, 2, and then also I have a meditation for everything. Type in Tony Namey, Find Your Soulmate on YouTube, and it's a real powerful meditation. If you do it, somebody's going to show up. And cool. Manifest my new home. Give me 1 second. Let me just plug in my laptop because I don't want it to die. And then we will keep going. All right. Manifesting your new home. Same process as I mentioned before. My ideal home. List it out. List where you like to be. See yourself in that new home. Cut out pictures of your ideal homes, what they look like. Put them up. And it's the same process for everything. It's just you getting clear on what it is you want, getting into the feeling tone as if you already had it, see it and feel it, and then you're putting out the energy of what it is you want, and you have to attract it to you. I mean, it's way simpler than people think. The only thing that holds you up or holds up your manifestations is you. As you go, you spend that minute or two visualizing and feeling what it is you want, but how are you spending the rest of the day? Are you thinking that it's not possible? Are you spending your time in anger and fear and negativity? That's going to hold up your vibration. So spend as much time as you can calibrated to the feeling tone of what it is you want, as if your dream life is taking place now, so to speak. Same thing with an SP. What is an SP? Let me know. And then, by the way, you can have other people manifest for you. My aunt came to me when she was looking for a home. She hadn't found anything in over a year. And she was like, yeah, can you do something about this? And I was like, sure, what do you want? She goes, I want a one-story house with land, with this and that. And so I write out the whole thing, and then I just visualize her telling me how much she loves living in her new house and how great it is. And she had been searching for over a year, driving her realtor crazy. And then within the week, once I started visualizing it for her, she found it. And so you can just visualize whatever, imagine the person in front of you, whoever needs help, telling you that they have the solution to their problem, and you congratulating them for it. I have a friend of mine, whenever he wants dates, he texts me about this. And so I'll just visualize him telling me that his dates are going great, that his love life is better than ever before, and me congratulating him on his success. And then I'll text him it's done, and he'll say like, oh, you're the man. You'll never believe what happened. I met this girl at Target right now, or this happened to me. And so, yeah, you can manifest for other people. Okay. After doing all of the above manifesting, how long does it take to receive it? It's up to each person. So we did it earlier on the live manifestation for $10,000. Some people are going to receive it. They might have already received it. They'll receive it tomorrow. Other people, it might take a week or two. So it all depends on, your personal belief system. How long you're spending focusing on what it is you want during your manifestation time, and 2, during the rest of the day, what you're doing with your time. So, it could be really fast. Some guy told a story on here on TikTok about how his friend manifested $2 billion, or he created $2 billion of wealth for himself in 1 month. And then, for some people that might be impossible. They could try the rest of their lives. It might not happen for them. So it's up to each person it's up to you what you really think is possible. But the main thing is, it's not up to you to figure out how it's going to happen. Just decide on what it is you want. If you want, I would even say like by this date, and set a shorter time frame than what you think it should take, and let things speed up for you. The reason I do that is some people give themselves 8 months for something to manifest, when the germination time for it to take place is actually a month or two. There is what is the name of the spiritual principle? Dang it, the name is going to elude me at the moment. But there's an incubation time for everything. A child takes 9 months. But you wouldn't say, you wouldn't give 2 years for a child to be born, because that doesn't make sense. So give yourself a time frame that makes sense, that's logical and reasonable, and sometimes even shorten it, because the universe is infinitely powerful. It has infinite ways to bring what it is you want to you. What advice can you give if you have been manifesting for a while and it's not happening? If you're manifesting for a while and it's not happening, take your mind off your manifestations for a while. Just do whatever brings you joy, whatever feels right for you. And then be aware of how you're going through your day. When things come up, are you focusing on what it is you want or what it is you don't want? That's just the secret to it. You just, what feels right. And so you keep calibrating to what feels good, to what feels good, to what feels good. And what you want out there, like what you want in the future, if you just align yourself every day, then will become now. So I hope I'm explaining this right. Essentially, you're feeling good now, you're feeling good now, you're feeling good now, and you want this thing that's out, that's out in your future. And as you keep feeling good, eventually that thing, which is your future, will start to take place now for you. So I would take my mind off my manifestations if they haven't been manifesting, and I would just focus totally on my energy, what feels right, what feels joyful for me. And then from there, you'll see things start to manifest for you. That soulmate meditation, can it be for an SP? I don't. People keep saying an SP. I'm not sure what that means. A significant partner? Sorry. Let me know what that is, and I'll answer it. I need to stay for my exam, but can't get off TikTok. What can I do? I will have this on. I put this on my podcast, so you can go and it'll be up tomorrow, so you can listen to it. So don't stress about anything. Go handle biz for your exam. You're gonna do great. Yes, I'm preparing. Awesome. What was the name of your YouTube for weight loss? Tony Namey, Best Shape of Your Life. So I have Tony Namey, Best Shape of Your Life, and Tony Namey, Get Healthy Now. They're for two different things. One is for if you're having health issues, and if you want to eat better, that's Get Healthy Now. The other one is if you want to, it'll also help you eat better, and it's all about, getting the best body type or in shape that you can. So we'll ask your subconscious, what's the right type of exercise for you? What food should you avoid? Stuff like that. And I'll put in a series of positive affirmations for you at the end of it. So it's a real powerful process. I need an atheist and vegan and super pragmatic and fit man. There's plenty of them. If you go to LA, you have 1 billion of them. So, just write it out. My ideal man, he's atheist, vegan, super pragmatic. He's fit, he's fun, whatever else you want. And make sure you're those things too, that you're vegan, you're pragmatic, that you're fun, whatever it is, and you're putting out an energy, and you have to attract somebody that matches up. Enjoying it. Yeah, get it, Coach Tony. Thank you. That's Anthony. What's up, brother? Good to see you on here, my friend. Specific person. Thank you. I was like, I should know what this stands for. Yes, you can manifest for a specific person. And I'll give you an example from my life. So I did a thing called, this is, by the way, is a fun process to do. It's called a vision statement. So basically you take a PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, Google Slides, either one, and you put up a picture of what it is you want. And you can put up an affirmation above it, such as, I am totally healthy, or I'm totally fit and healthy. And you can see your ideal body. And then you can set how long you want each slide to show up for. So it could be 10 seconds, 30 seconds. I set each slide for 34 seconds. Why? It takes on average 33 1/3 seconds for an idea to go from your conscious mind into your subconscious. So basically 34 seconds on average. So I put up a picture of what it is I want. I put up these slides for 34 seconds, and I see it and I look at it and I feel as if it's taking place now. You can also play music as well with these slides. You can attach music to each slide or just play music in the background. And as each slide comes through, you're going to feel, you're going to see it and feel it, and your subconscious doesn't know what's real and what's false. And you're going to start impressing it with all these positive ideas, and things will start to shift for you. Now, in regards to manifesting a specific person, the reason I mentioned this is one day I put on my slides, I put up a picture of Rob Kamen, who is one of the best kickboxers of all time, and I put up Rigan Machado. Rigan Machado is considered one of the best jiu-jitsu fighters of all time. So I have Rob Kamen and Rigan Machado. And I said, I will be a world champion, and these two are my coaches. So I'm looking at this every day for, a week or 3 weeks, a slide of my ideal body, a slide of relationships, a slide of Rob Kamen and Rigan Machado. So I get a call from my friend's wife. She said, "Hey, Tony, we're throwing a surprise birthday party for Pete. That's my good friend." She said, "Would you like to come?" I said, "Yeah, of course." So I go to the birthday party and I'm sitting down there, everybody's starting to show up. I'm sitting down, and who comes and sits next to me? Rob Kamen and Higan Machado. And I'm like in disbelief, one, I'm a huge fan of both of them. And two, like they're there. These like guys were pictures on my vision board. I mean, my vision statement. And then Higan ended up training me in jiu-jitsu. And then Rob and I became good friends, and I became good friends with both of them, and I'm friends with them to this day. So you can definitely manifest for a specific person. I also had these two models on there that I had put up, and then I ended up manifesting them as well. Two very specific models through some crazy series of events. So, it's your job to decide the what. And as long as it's good for you and it's good for the people, the universe is going to hook you up. Okay. Oh, so Farah knows this. TikTok, the format, like suddenly all these comments come up instead of how they used to just come up one at a time. So it looks like a bunch of comments came up and questions, which is great. It gives us a lot to talk about. Thank you. I put together a scrapbook of what I wanted over 10 years ago with no date of expectancy. No, put a firm date on it. For instance, a couple of years back, I wanted to do a Muay Thai fight. And I wasn't even training in Muay Thai at the time. And I had picked up some goals I had written at the beginning of the year, and I hadn't looked at them in some time. And one was to do a Muay Thai fight. I believe it was like by my birthday or by the end of that month. And I was like, oh, how's this going to happen? And I put it aside. And then the next day or a couple days after that, I went and signed up at a new gym that my friend owned. And he's like, oh, by the way, Tony, we're having fights this Saturday. You should fight. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I thought of that goal I had written out, and then I ended up doing it, and it went really well. So it was very scary, but it went really well. And speaking of which, sometimes what you want is on the other side of your fear. There's that thing called the terror barrier. So sometimes you have to push through your fear to achieve or do what it is you want. For instance, when I used to teach dating seminars, my first seminar that I taught entirely by myself, my first workshop, I should say, I rented out a room. And I was like, man, is anybody going to come to this? I spent a bunch of money on, not a bunch, but I spent money to get the room, like a nice room with a projector so I could give this great talk. And I was like, is anyone really going to come? What if nobody shows up? And then I was like, what if they all realize, like, there's that thing called the imposter syndrome. Like, what if they all realize that you're a fraud and blah, blah, and all this stuff started coming up for me. And then I just told myself, like, stop. I was like, there's a thing that my friend always says. He says, do in deed as in word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Like if you say you're going to show up at 5 o'clock on Wednesday, show up on 5 o'clock on Wednesday. Otherwise, don't tell yourself. Don't start lying to yourself. If you want to trust somebody, you should trust yourself. Like trust what it is that you say. Like I'm going to do this. That's why I don't like saying things unless I'm going to do them. Like if I tell you all, like I'm going to go get my master's degree, I won't announce something like that unless I'm really going to do it, because then I'll make myself go do it even just because I said it. So, and it might sound extreme, but sometimes you have to be extreme with yourself. Some people, they can't trust anyone else because they can't trust themselves. It's like everything that comes out of their mouth is a lie. So going back to the seminar, it's like the day before, I'm getting super nervous. And then I told myself, like, stop. Like you said, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. Whether it's one person or, a room full of people or nobody shows up. I said, no one shows up, then I'm just going to go there and leave. I said, if one person shows up, then I'm going to super deliver for that person. If anyone else shows up, great. So I remember looking at myself in the mirror and being super nervous. I got there maybe an hour before to set up. And then it ended up going great. I was terrified. And then I got there and all these guys showed up. I mean, we had, I think it had like 30 seats for the men. And I had all the seats full. Plus there was like another 30 guys that showed up all for dating advice. And then at the end, when I had my seminars that I was selling, I said, who wants to sign up? And I sold pretty much everybody in the room. So it was fantastic. So, So anyways, where was I going with this? Put a date of expectancy, and what you want might be on the other side of your fear. So you might have to face some fear sometimes to get what it is you want, but the payoff is worth it. A vision statement. Someone said vision statement. That I got by a guy. I got that idea from a guy by the name of Malcolm Cohan, I think is his name. And he's the one who first created it. It wasn't my original idea, but it works really well. I have a video. If you type in Tony Namey vision statement, I have it on YouTube just walking you through the process. Vegan as well. Martial arts is tough. Nice. Get you I think that's what you mean, martial arts. Version of you already has what you want. Is this 3D present and 5D higher self? No, I don't know. Version of you. That's something like quantum. Damn it. What is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Basically, like there's alternate versions of you. There's one that's already living the life that you want. So if you're trying to do that, what you can do, it's called quantum jumping. That guy was a student of Jose Silva's from the Silva mind control method. I was a student of Jose Silva's from the Silva mind control method. In the midst of this version of you. So let me explain this again. So basically, you're asking if there's a version of yourself that already has what it is you want. You can tap into that. At the deeper levels of your mind, there is no time, there is no space. So a fun exercise to do is take a few deep breaths to relax your body. Count down from 30 to 1 or 20 to 1 to relax your mind. And then tell yourself, I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. And when I arrive at 1, I'm going to meet with a version of myself that's already solved my current problems, or that's already in my happy relationship, or already has what I want. And try that out. And then once you count down, you'll meet that self, and he or she will tell you ask him, say what actions did you take to accomplish these results? And sometimes the actions they take like really surprise you. I tried this exercise once, and the version of me that was really successful said, I had all these books that I was set out to read, and he told me, he said, you have these books in the wrong order. You need to read Emil Coué's book first, then this book, and then this book third, and it'll have a profound, like huge impact on you. And I hadn't planned to read Emil's book until it was like my sixth book down, and I read it, and then all these things shifted for me. So try it out. I need to move to LA. Do it. If you want to move to LA, just start to imagine, visualize yourself that you're there, that you're already there, and then start to look for places, and then come on out here. Right now they have crazy lease specials, so it'll be cheap. Okay, manifesting healthy relationships, not romantic. How do you keep people from draining your energy? So this is something that I've been working on a lot lately. First, being honest with yourself. What people make you feel energized, and what people make you feel demoralized, for lack of a better word. You know when you spend time with somebody, if they're making you feel up or if they're making you feel down. So I would be honest with myself. How do I feel after having spent time with that person? If you keep feeling demoralized, then that's a good track that you shouldn't spend time with that person. That's one. Two, set healthy boundaries. If people say stuff to you that doesn't vibe with you, tell them, hey, don't joke with me like that, or hey, please don't joke with me like that, or I don't think that's funny. And if they do it again, then they can fuck right off, because they don't need to be in your life if they're going to disrespect you in any way, shape, or form. Third, make a list. My ideal friendships, and then list out how you'd like these people to be, and then see it and feel it. And you're putting out a vibration that's healthy and constructive, and you'll match up with people that are that. Fourth, what hobbies do you have? I would go to the places that I enjoy doing and make friends from there. For instance, I love Muay Thai. I love it. Muay Thai is kickboxing from Thailand. And so the people that I meet there are freaking awesome. One of my friends from there is on the live right now. And so I invite those people that I enjoy spending my free time with to other things. And if they're available, usually they'll come. And if they're not, they usually invite me to stuff that they're doing. And then every interaction makes our relationship stronger and stronger until we're great friends. So let me know if those help. Can we all do a manifest $1 million right now? We just did a manifest at $10,000 earlier. And I want to leave it at that, because $1 million for some people is going to seem too illogical. It can't. Whereas $10,000, everybody, it's like real to everybody. They have enough faith. It's not too crazy, and it's not too crazy where they can't believe it, and it's not too little to where it doesn't make sense to them. So I felt like 10,000 was perfect. Love all this. Manifest a specific person for me, please. Who do you want? Just message me and I'll help you manifest. Thanks, man. What do you mean? Okay. What's a good alkaline water to drink? I drink, give me 1 second. I'll show you. So I drink this one. So I think it's called, this is my favorite one. So you can get whatever one you want, but I like this one. And then also Carlsbad water. It's called Carlsbad water, is one of my favorite waters. That's my bed. So, how do you take to uncanny synchronicities? Uncanny synchronicities. If synchronicities are showing up for you in your life, that's good. that means you're in the flow of things. So I would just enjoy them, and then I would ask myself, how does it get better than this? Or what good thing is in store for me next? And then, okay, cool. We got 2 more minutes, and then I am going to rest and relax. So if you have any other questions, let me know. If you want me to pray everybody out, I'll give us all a prayer blessing. So, okay, so a bunch of questions just came in. Okay, saying a word, then immediately hearing it from another source. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so let me know if you have anything else that you need me to go over. If you don't follow me, please do. If you want me to pray us out, I'll do a prayer or a blessing for everybody. If not, I'll just let everybody go and enjoy your nights. So glad I found you today. Likewise, thank you all for... Oh, nice. Okay, cool. I'm glad you told me that. I'm going to screenshot this in case anybody says anything about this water. So thank you for letting me know that. Thank you. Yes, prayer with blessing. Okay, cool. So I'm going to pray for everybody. If it's too weird for you, then let me know, or you just leave the room right now. So if you see your grandma's birthday number all the time and she's passed on, it's probably her sending it to you, or that's really important to your subconscious, so you're seeing it. But I would recommend getting the book Testimony of Light by Helen Greaves. She talks about how you can communicate with somebody on the other side. So you can send love and energy to your grandma, and it'll still affect her and reach her. Okay, cool. All right. Do you want anything in particular you want me to add into this prayer? If not, I'll freestyle it and I'll make sure that it's awesome. So, and I'm like dressed in a nice shirt from the top up, and then I'm dressed in like gym shorts from the waist down because, it is what it is. So, all right. Yeah, it's called Testimony of Light by Helen Greaves. It's a fantastic book. It's about 2 nuns who would get together and they would meditate every day for about 8 years. And one of the nuns abruptly passes, and the nun that's still here, she suddenly has this irresistible urge to start writing. And what she's writing is the nun on the other side sending her thought vibrations that are reaching her, and she starts writing out what the nun on the other side is experiencing. So it really gives you a good idea, if it's true, what's taking place after someone passes on. It's a very interesting book. It's really well written, and it'll improve your thought processes. I read it after one of my best friends, when she had passed on. I read it after that, and it really helped me out a lot, in case any of you, have somebody who's made their transition. And I say transition because I don't believe that anybody really dies. I believe that we were something before this. We're here now. There's something after this. And if you do a good job here, you'll get promoted, so you have nothing to be sad about or scared about or worried about. Nobody fears a promotion. Promotions are good. So, cool. That, by the way, that thought is from S.N. Goenka. He is the Vipassana teacher who was amazing. So anyways, all right, I'm getting off track. So it's going to be prayer time. If you want me to pray about something specific, just tell me. And if not, I'm going to just blast it out for you all. Okay, so everybody, go ahead and close your eyes. And just take an easy, gentle breath. And take another deep, cleansing breath, just letting go of anything that came before this moment. And take one more deep cleansing breath, breathing in the breath of God now. And I start all prayers with gratitude to anchor in the right feeling, tone, and vibration. So I am grateful. I'm grateful for all the listeners who showed up right here and right now, so for all of us to come together. I'm grateful for TikTok, for this app that is connecting me with people from all over the world. I'm grateful for Farah, for this beautiful light that allowed me to shine my light, so to speak, today, and that brought all of us together. And from this place of gratitude, I recognize that there is only one power, one presence, one activity, one thing going on, and that is God. And I recognize that God is all good. God is infinite love, that divine presence that is always giving of itself. I recognize that God is infinitely intelligent and wise and knows all. It sees all. It is all. I recognize that God is infinite abundance. It can never run out. It is infinite supply. I recognize that God is divine success. God can never fail. God is that all good that produces more good out of itself. And in this moment, I am one with the One. I am one with God's infinite intelligence and wisdom. I am one with its divine peace and harmony. I am one with its overflowing infinite love. I am one with its supply. All that God is, I am right here and right now. And as I know this to be true of me, I know this to be the absolute truth. of everybody on this lives being right here and right now, right where they are. I claim and call forth this divine love, washing over, diminishing, not just diminishing, but dissolving anything of a negative, discordant nature, anything that had heretofore blocked, delayed, restricted, or constricted their best and highest good from operating, removed, resolved and dissolved, dissolved, and absolved, tossed back into the nothingness from which it came, never to return again. I claim and call forth for everyone on this live abundance, God's overflowing infinite good. Not just some, but overflowing abundance. Abundance in every area of their lives, rich, fulfilling relationships. A bank account that is filled to overflowing, dynamic personal health, energy to do everything they want to do, and so much more. So much good that every day they wake up in awe. They wake up in wonderment. They wake up in the Spirit of God. That is what they wake up in, and that is what they go to sleep in. This divine, overflowing, infinite good. I speak on everyone's behalf, such overflowing success that from this moment forward, everything they touch turns to gold. They move from one opportunity to the next, one good thing after the next, everything coming to fruition that is good for them right here and right now. Such success that no door that is good for them can remain closed and no door that is bad for them can open. Such success that they are always making the right choice at the right time because they are back, source, fueled, and funded by this infinite wisdom, this infinite power, this infinite intelligence that is God now. I claim and call forth peace and harmony, abundant physical health, wholeness and perfection in the body temple, in the emotional body, the energetic body, the mental body, the body of their affairs right here and right now. Such overflowing good that by the end of this prayer, things have shifted. Not just shifted, but transformed. Their lives are better forevermore because they are one with God's good from this moment forward. So I give thanks that as they go forward now, this prayer, this peace, this power that is God goes forward ahead of them, making the bumpy road smooth, the high mountains flat, the curved road straight. I give thanks that as they go forward, there is no difficulties. There is just an unfolding and ever-increasing expansion of divine good now. I give thanks that as they go forward, everything works together for them. Divine peace and harmony, perfect right relationships, perfect health in the body temple, perfect health in the body of their affairs, infinite abundance, overflowing good. And I release this prayer now. Oh, it is done. It was done before I even asked, so I take my hands off it. I release it, knowing it does not return empty nor void, but it comes back multiplied by God's abundance and good. And I say, and so it is. Amen. Amen. All right, cool. So thank you everybody for being here with me. Awesome. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. I claim it. I claim it. You claim it. You know, where two or more are gathered in my name, there I am amongst them. So we're here gathered in the spirit of infinite love and joy. God bless you all. Awesome. And so it is. Yes. Amen. Thank you. You're welcome. Bless you all. I love you all. So thank you for taking the time out to be with me. I really appreciate you all being here. Go enjoy your night and realize things have shifted. We've put something into the atmosphere, so to speak. So watch what's going to show up. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. Cool. All right. Thank you, everybody. Good night and peace and blessings.